Good Sunday morning. Welcome back to Martin's Koi Pond Aquatics and Fishing. And today is the day after a bit of a storm blew through here yesterday. Some very high winds and a lot of rain. But the fish are unfazed by it all. They are, as you can see, loving life in the pond. They're eating like koi eat crazily. Feeding them 3 times a day, hand feeding them, and that seems to be just about right. Now today I need to do a bit of maintenance, so what I thought I would do is take you through how I clean my Nexus and my Screenmatic. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. Right, so here we are in the filter area. I've uncovered the Nexus, got my hose ready. It's on the right setting. Just as a little aside, came home a few days ago and this pipe had split here and all the air was escaping, but I've done a bodge job with some electrician's tape, which is obviously getting plenty of flow of air into the moving bed. Obviously I need to order that bit of pipe at some point. They Evolution Aqua do a comprehensive amount of spares for the Nexus, and I've got the lid off the Screenmatic, so we'll be doing that as well. So firstly, what I have to do with my Nexus, it's pump fed, so I need to shut off the water coming in from the pump first. So what we do is we put the bung in and shut off this valve. So now there's no water getting into the Nexus. Then we open this valve here, which diverts air into the easy, and close the moving bed air off. So now all the air is going into the easy, and look how dark and mucky that water is already, and it's only 2 days since I did this. I'm finding at the minute that every 2 days is just about right. What I do is I monitor the overflow, and obviously as the water rises, as the micro K1 gets more and more clogged with muck, the water level rises in the Nexus. So when it's getting close to the top of this overflow, I know it's time to clean. So what I remember, let's just quickly shut off the pump, which is this switch here. So the pump is now shut off, and we're going to let that boil for a couple of minutes, so I'll pause it and then I'll get back to you when we empty it. Right, it's had a few minutes boiling. It's not actually boiling, but you know, bubbling away. People call it boiling it. So what I'm now going to do is empty all this filthy dirty water to drain, and this is the drain for the easy section, and this hose goes all the way to my outside drain. So to get rid of all the mucky water, all I have to do is open that valve, and then almost instantly you can see the water dropping away as all that dirty water goes to drain, and that is exporting all the dirty water, the muck, the fish poop, the uneaten food, whatever else is in there, algae, is going straight to a drain and it's out of my pond system. So it's a really effective filter removing muck, but what you'll see is you get residue around here and you get residue on the actual drum, and that's what the hose is for. Now normally obviously I do this two-hand without my phone filming, but today I'm going to film what I do for you, so it could be a bit tricky, but we'll give it our best shot. So once the water level has dropped right down in here, I get the hose. Firstly I'll clean all that out there, then I go in the overflow, clean anything out that's settled in there, and then all the way around the edge. And then I clean the grills, or the grate, or whatever you want to call it, of the Easy, because muck tends to collect on there, it collects on the air pipe. Now the Nexus owners amongst you will notice there's no thing you put in there, because unfortunately I used to keep it on this shelf, and I think at some point the wind has got it and deposited it in my outer chamber. So when it's stopped draining, just get the last bits of muck that's left in the bottom, and then what we're going to do now is refill the Easy and give it a second rinse. I always find it needs to have at least two cleans. I have on one occasion had to do it 3 times, but that was when I left it a long time between cleans, which I've not done since. So shut off this valve because I don't want my pond water going straight to the drain. And I have forgotten to do that before. Turn the pump back on, and as I open the valve you'll see the water come out of here. So we fill that up and basically repeat the process. So I'm going to do that, and when I've done it I'll get back to you and we'll do the Screenmatic. Right, so this is the Screenmatic, and this is working off a pump in the pond. It's not working off a bottom drain or anything, but that's a week's worth of muck that it has removed. Obviously it doesn't remove anywhere near as much as the Nexus, because the Nexus is on my retro bottom drain and is on the main pump. This I'm using as additional biological filtration with the sponges, and just to clear any muck that has collected through that pump. So what I do is I'll just press this button, and that just rotates the screen just to take any last bits off, although it had recently self-rotated, so the screen is quite clean. And then when it stops, get this highly technical kitchen spatula, and just make sure I clean it all off the scraper, going to take this out and I'll go and put that in our composter, and then that's it. That's all I need to do on a weekly basis for the Screenmatic. On a monthly basis I have to clean the sponges. I'll perhaps show you how I do that in a later video, but that is the Screenmatic clean and ready to go for another week. So there you go, that's how I clean my filters out. The Screenmatic gets done every weekend and the Nexus gets done every 2 days. Now what that flush through of the Nexus does is it takes about 200 odd litres out of the pond, drops the water level by nearly an inch, and I'm now topping up, and I'll top up all day until water starts coming out of this overflow, and once that happens I shut off my top up and I'm full again. So I hope you enjoyed that little update on me cleaning my filters, and hope you like my pond, and I'll be back in the next one, which I don't know when that will be. The France fishing trip is getting close, so there'll be quite a comprehensive video for that. Anyhow, look after your ponds, look after your fish tanks, enjoy your fishing, and enjoy your hobbies, and I'll catch you in the next one.